Hi grade 9s here. Today I'm going to do my fourth video for you that will help you with your assignment that's due later this week. So today what I want to show you is how you can make a scatterplot and align a best fit using Desmos.com. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you a problem that is in one of the worksheets I gave you, the worksheet that I suggested you try and that you look at before you start your assignment for this week. You can see that you can find the worksheet in Google Classroom, and the question I'm going to do is this one. Okay, we could do this question by hand like we've done the other ones, but we can also use Desmos.com. I'm going to write that website down so you can see it. So this is the website, Desmos.com, and it will work on your Chromebook, but it will also work on your cell phone. I'm going to show you what it would look like if you're on a Chromebook, but you should see something similar, just obviously a lot smaller and skinnier if you're to use this website on your cell phone. So when you get to the site, you want to click on the red button that says Start Graphing Now, and you will see a screen that looks like this. What you want to do is you want to click on the plus button at the top left-hand corner, and you want to click on the word table so that you can make a table of values in Desmos. And once you've done that, you're going to enter the values from the table from the worksheet into Desmos. Notice again that in the worksheet, the table is going horizontally, but like we've done all week, we're going to enter the numbers vertically up and down because that's what we're accustomed to. After you've made your table in Desmos, you're going to look next to the table and see that there's absolutely nothing in the graph. It looks like it hasn't worked. It has worked. The problem is that if you look at the graph as it is in Desmos, it only goes from -10 to 10 and -10 to 10 for the X's and the Y's, or horizontally and vertically. And if you look at your table of values, the numbers are really big. The numbers go from 2001 to 2013, I think. And the other numbers are like 26 to a large number. So what we want to do is we want to adjust our graph in Desmos so it shows all those large numbers so it shows all those large numbers on your graph. So what you need to do is you need to click the button that looks like a wrench at the top right-hand corner of Desmos. And like I said before, you'll see that in Desmos right now, the settings go from -10 to 10 and -10 to 10. The X's, so that means horizontally goes from -10 to 10, and vertically up and down goes from -10 to 10. But that's not appropriate for our graph. So what we want to do is we want to change it, like you'll see in the next picture, so that it shows our data, which consists of much larger numbers than -10 to 10 and -10 to 10. And suddenly, now that we've changed our scale using that tool button, you'll see your points on your graph, and you'll see your points are increasing. They're starting low, they're going high, they're definitely increasing. You'll see that there definitely is a relationship, there's a pattern, which is fantastic. And since there is a pattern, we can draw a line of best fit. And this is great because on Desmos, it gives you the best line of best fit possible for this graph. So I want you to look at what you need to do on the left-hand side of your screen. You have to type something into your computer. Now, I'm going to show you first on paper, and then I'll show you what it looks like on Desmos. Okay, So on your left-hand side of your screen, underneath your table of values, you need to type in this. Okay, that is a really weird equation. It looks like it's too tough, but I want you to notice that x1, y1, that x1 and y1 are the numbers that are the letters that are at the top of your table. And that's why there's a y1 here and an x1 here. Just imagine it was just x and y, but for some reason with Desmos, we need to put the little one next to each of them. This little squiggly line says that I'm going to make a line. The line is not equal to all the points, but the line is the best line that goes through all the points. So that's why it's a squiggly line, not an equals. Okay, now I want to show you this part. We've never really talked about a line like this, but I know you can do this. Remember that the number that comes in front of the x, this number right here will tell us the rate of change of the line. And the number that's all by itself is going to tell us the initial value. So let's see what happens when I go into Desmos. I type that funny little equation in. Let's see what it gives us. Okay, so grade 9s, what you'll see on your screen is something that says this, y squiggly line mx1 plus b. Actually, it should be y1. Let me fix that. And it says that the m is 15.25 and the b is negative 30,502.2. What does that mean? It means that we have an equation. Let's skip the one part and just write down y. Y is equal to 15.25x, because the m, that's the number that goes in front of the x, plus the number that's all by itself. It's actually not plus, it's actually minus 30,502.2. Now, those are really funny numbers, but we know we could make a table. Then x, y, we always start our x's at 0, 1, 2, 3. We know at the beginning, it starts at minus 30,502.2, and it keeps going up by 15.25, keeps going up by 15.25, keeps going up by 15.25. That right there is the equation of the line of best fit. Okay, so I just showed you in the video the original question because it's good to understand what these numbers actually mean. It's not just X and Y. We know that the X is year and the Y is population. So let's go over here where I've made a better table of values that makes a little bit more sense. It means that in year 0, there were negative 30,000 people, which doesn't really make sense in real life. But for this problem, for this line of best fit, that's the number of people in year 0. To find year 1, all we do is negative 30,000 for 502.2 plus 15.25, the rate of change. And we get how many people there were in year 1. And then for year 2, we keep going. We add another 15.25 people and we get negative 30,471.7. Okay, now we want to check to make sure that this equation kind of makes sense for our data. Our data starts at year 2001. So that means I would start at negative 30,502.2 and I would add 15.25 times 2001 times, and it gives me 13 people. Now that's not exactly what's in the table, but it's kind of close. In 2003, that means I would start at negative 30,502.2 and I would add 15.25 2003 times, and I would end up with a population of 43. Again, notice these numbers over here for 2001, 2003, 2005, 2007, 2009, 2011, and 2013 are not exactly the same as the numbers in the table of values that we started with, but they're similar. Okay, so what exactly is the point of making a line of best fit if the numbers we get from using it are not exactly the same as the numbers in the table of values? The reason we make a line of best fit, the only reason we make a line of best fit, is for making predictions. Predictions means finding the answers for things we didn't know ahead of time. So, for example, if I want to know what the population would be in 2020, what would the population be if I continued the same pattern as the one I found in the scatter plot? Okay, so let's extend my table of values. In 2020, that's this current year, to find how many people there should be according to my pattern, I would start at negative 30,502.2. I'd add 15.25 2020 times, and it would tell me that I can predict that there'll be 302.8 people. That is the point of lines of best fit, to help you make predictions. I hope this video was useful. If you have any questions, please let me know, send me an email, and I will post some more videos about scatterplots, lines of best fit next week, because I do not expect you to hand in this assignment until next weekend. If you've already finished all your work and you want more work to do, I'm happy to send you some work to your email account. But for the whole class, what I expect is this whole booklet of work to be done next weekend. Good luck, and please keep sending me your questions.